Hello, I am Lincoln. You've probably played Mario games before, but you ever played that one Mario game where Mario rides around on Yoshi holding a gun endangering innocent wildlife? Yeah, that's right, that's called Yoshi's Safari, and that is an actual Mario game. There's a lot of obscure pieces of Mario media a lot of people don't know about, so here are 20 of the most interesting facts about Mario that I could find. Obscure Mario fact number 1. On September 11th, 2015, Super Mario Maker released. But did you know that it had a secret mode with a boss fight in it? If you shake a muncher enough, it'll start releasing purple particles. And eventually, it'll start releasing gnats that you can attack with your cursor. And then you'll unlock the special gnat attack mode, which is copied from Mario Paint, where you have to use your cursor to kill all the gnats. Pretty simple, but really cool. Did you know that New Super Mario Bros. 2 was originally going to be called New Super Mario Bros. Gold, because it's about collecting gold? However, they decided that since it's the third game in the series, it would make more sense to name it the more obvious thing, New Super Mario Bros. 2. On top of that horrible name, they ended up releasing New Super Mario Bros. 2 Gold Edition. What is that? New Super Mario Bros. 2, but with all the DLC already installed, and also you can retry the DLC without having to restart the entire pack. On top of New Super Mario Bros. 2 being the New Super Mario Bros. Game about collecting coins, and its Coin World side mode, there was also a Coin World for New Super Mario Bros. Wii, but it was its own arcade machine that was Japan exclusive. Super Mario Run is still being updated. Adjusting prices for inflation, Super Mario Galaxy 1 nowadays is $80, and Super Mario Galaxy 2 nowadays is $75, which totals to around $155. In other words, $70 is not an unreasonable price for the remasters. They're in fact $85 cheaper than otherwise. In the 80s, McDonald's proposed the idea to Nintendo that Mario becomes their mascot, and the M on his cap would become the McDonald's M. Yeah, I'm glad that fell through. The Mario Strikers team initially wanted to make a volleyball game called Super Mario Spikers, where it would be volleyball but with wrestling moves. Nintendo turned this down because it was too violent. Speaking of Mario Strikers, it made this Bionicles looking thing an official Mario character. Mario says this in the first episode of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. Apparently this is supposed to be him saying, "Thank you, Luigi," but the Super Mario Bros. Super Show also had a crossover with the show Inspector Gadget, so that's kind of interesting. In another episode of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, Mario says that Inspector Gadget is one of his favorite shows. Given the fact that both shows are made by Deke Entertainment, it feels kind of narcissistic for him to say that, but okay. There was going to be a game called Boo's Haunt, which was a game where you play as Boo, and you do a bunch of things, including possessing the bodies of other creatures in Mario. While this game never released, a lot of its ideas were recycled for Super Mario Odyssey. If you read out all the letters in the Super Mario Galaxy movie logo that have a sparkle on them, you will read, "He Mr. Guy." This clearly being a new addition to the conversation that the previous games were having. By paying attention to this conversation's logic, it is clear that Super Mario Galaxy 2 is Mr. Gay, and Galaxy 1 is clearly what Mario Galaxy movie was referring to. So Mario Galaxy 1 is Mr. Guy. Not only is Mario Galaxy 1 Mr. Guy, but it also has pronouns now. So Mario Galaxy 1 is Mr. Guy, Mario Galaxy 2 is Mr. Yay. What is Mario Galaxy movie? I suppose we're gonna have to wait for Mario Galaxy 3 to reveal that, and then we're gonna have to wait for Mario Galaxy movie 2 to reveal Mario Galaxy 3. To test out the terrain system for Donkey Kong Bonanza, they made a prototype. In this prototype, you run around as a Goomba, specifically the model from Super Mario Odyssey, and you also have Knuckle Attack's hands from Super Mario Odyssey. This allows you to pick up and throw terrain to allow them to show off the terrain engine and come up with a game idea that could be based around it. The reason why Luigi's voice was so high-pitched in early Mario Party games, as well as other spin-offs from the N64 era, was because he actually was voice acted by a different person, this person being Julian Barnegoff, who, when trying out for Toad's voice for Mario Kart 64, Koji Kondo said that his voice was more fitting for Luigi. And that's why he played Luigi until Charles Martinet took over. Also, Julian was only like 18 when he got this role, so good for him. In Japan, in Mario RPG, Boshi is named Washi, and is the Wario Waluigi equivalent of Yoshi. Despite their immense popularity as the only Mario enemy to have their own fandom, Shy Guys have not appeared in a single mainline Mario game since Super Mario 64. And those weren't even Shy Guys, those were snippets. You may have seen these new Mario Galaxy amiibos. However, you may have not seen just how huge they are. Like, these are like meant to go with Big Man and Detective Pikachu amiibo. Like, these are huge. Mario backwards is Oiram, which sounds like someone's trying to say the Delshun character Eram in an Australian accent, say. So, this quite clearly implies that Mario is Roaring Knight Deltarune.